Welcome to another intermediate esl-lounge reading lesson video. Today we will be reading The Rise and Fall of Blockbuster video. Let's begin with some vocabulary. To dominate, to be the most powerful or important thing. Revenue, the income that a business receives. Late fee, money you pay for returning something late. Competitor, a person or company that competes with another. Streaming, watching video directly from the internet. Business model, the way a company makes money. To adapt, to change to suit a new situation. Bankrupt, having no money to pay your debts. Obsolete, no longer used because something new has been invented. Convenience, the quality of being easy to use or suitable for a purpose. Great, now you know the key words. Let's read the story. For anyone growing up in the 1990s, the blue and yellow Blockbuster sign was an iconic part of the weekend. At its peak in 2004, the video rental company dominated the home entertainment market, with over 9,000 stores worldwide and annual revenue in the billions of dollars. The business model was simple. Customers would visit a store, rent a physical copy of a film on VHS or DVD, and return it a few days later. A significant part of Blockbuster's revenue came from a source everyone hated: late fees. However, while Blockbuster was building more stores, a small competitor called Netflix was starting to change the game. In the beginning, Netflix also posted physical DVDs to customers, but their key difference was a subscription model with no late fees. According to a famous story, Netflix had offered to sell their company to Blockbuster for $50 million in the year 2000, but Blockbuster refused. End of page 1. Let's continue. They didn't see Netflix as a serious threat. This would prove to be a disastrous mistake. As internet speeds improved, Netflix transitioned from posting DVDs to video streaming. Suddenly, customers could watch thousands of films and TV shows instantly, without ever leaving their homes. The convenience was unbeatable. Blockbuster tried to compete by removing late fees and starting their own total access DVD by mail service, but they had not adapted quickly enough. Their business model, which relied on customers visiting physical stores, was rapidly becoming obsolete. Customers left in huge numbers, choosing the cheaper and more convenient streaming options offered by Netflix and other new competitors. Blockbuster's massive revenue disappeared almost overnight. End of page 2. Let's continue. The company, which had once been a giant of the entertainment world, was unable to pay its debts. If Blockbuster had recognized the power of the internet earlier, things might have been very different. Instead, they filed for bankruptcy in 2010. The stores that had been a familiar sight in every town began to close down one by one. Today, only one Blockbuster store remains open in the entire world, in Bend, Oregon, USA. It now operates mostly as a tourist attraction, a nostalgic museum reminding us of a time before streaming, when you had to be kind and please rewind. The story of Blockbuster is a powerful lesson for all businesses: adapt to new technology or risk becoming obsolete. Okay, time for a few questions to check your understanding. Question 1. Why was relying on late fees a weakness in Blockbuster's business model? A. Because the fees were not high enough to make a profit. B. Because it created a negative experience that competitors like Netflix could remove. C. Because it discouraged customers from renting multiple titles at once. D. Because it was too difficult to track which customers were late. Pause the video now to think about your answer. The correct answer is B. The text says customers hated late fees, and that Netflix's key difference was having no late fees, which gave them an advantage. Question 2. What was Netflix's business model in the beginning? A. They had physical stores in major cities. B. They sent DVDs through the post for a subscription fee. C. They only offered an internet streaming service. D. They allowed customers to download films for a small price. Pause the video now to think about your answer. The correct answer is B. The text says Netflix posted physical DVDs to customers with a subscription model. Question 3. According to the text, what was Blockbuster's biggest mistake? A. They charged customers too much for rentals. B. They underestimated their competition. C. They focused too heavily on new release films instead of building a diverse catalog. D. They invested too much money in VHS instead of DVD. Pause the video now to think about your answer. The correct answer is B. The text supports this by saying Blockbuster didn't see Netflix as a serious threat, which means they underestimated their competition. Question 4. What was the main reason customers chose Netflix over Blockbuster? A. Netflix had a better selection of new films. B. Blockbuster stores were often too crowded. C. The staff at Netflix were more helpful. D. Streaming was much more convenient than visiting a store. Pause the video now to think about your answer. The correct answer is D. The text says customers could watch films without leaving their homes and that the convenience was unbeatable. Question 5. The text suggests that if Blockbuster had acted differently, it might have survived. What action could have saved it? A. Partnering with internet providers to bundle streaming services. B. Increasing their late fees to make more money. C. Embracing new technology earlier. D. Offering a wider selection of DVDs in their stores. Pause the video now to think about your answer. The correct answer is C. We know this is correct because the text says, if they had recognized the power of the internet earlier, they might have survived. Question 6. What does the last remaining Blockbuster store represent today? A. A profitable niche business serving customers without reliable internet access. B. The headquarters of Blockbuster's new streaming service. C. A symbol of how entertainment used to work. D. A cheap and convenient alternative to modern cinemas. Pause the video now to think about your answer. The correct answer is C. The text describes the last store as an, quote, nostalgic museum, reminding us of a time before streaming, which makes it a symbol of the past. Let's quickly summarize the lesson. On this screen you can review the main points of the text and the key vocabulary. Finally, here are a few discussion questions. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching this ESL Lounge video. Don't forget to subscribe for more lessons, and we'll see you in the next one.